Everyone, it's Lindsay, and today I have another kids journaling video, and so my son Connor is going to be doing this video. We're doing some mixed media Bible journaling tabs. So I've pulled out here, he's actually chosen these colors. These are some acrylic paints from Target, and then this is a white acrylic paint from Illustrated Faith. We're going to be using the We Are Memory Keepers tab punch. And then this stamp set is the Swirls and Stars stamp set from Sunshine Stamp Co. And this is a great project to do with your kids. So I've gone ahead and cut down some cardstock. I cut down a sheet into 4 pieces. And so that way they can do a bunch of different color combinations. And he's just got a paint card here, and he's picking up a little bit of paint on the edge of the card and then swiping it over the cardstock. This is great because the paint doesn't get super globby, so it dries pretty quickly. It's not too messy. And it's just fun for them to experiment with what colors they want to go together and what combinations end up looking good and which ones don't. And so I just cut a bunch of cardstock and just let them sit and make tabs and have fun. This is just a really easy way to paint, and then they save all their tabs in little baggies, and they have tabs that are ready to go when they're journaling or wanting to do some kind of project. So he's just going to go through and add these colors. The tab punch is a pretty small tab, and so you want to cover most of this cardstock piece. This piece is I believe it's 5.5 by 4.25 inches, and so you want to cover most of the white space, just because the tab's going to punch out a pretty small area of this panel here. So I'm just kind of instructing him, don't forget, go back and fill in some more white space. So and he's getting his head in there. So this is his first time doing a video. The other Bible journaling for kids video was done by my son Aiden. I have 9-year-old twin boys, and I imagine this summer you'll be seeing more Bible journaling videos with them since they'll be home. I'm going to hit this with my heat tool just because it wasn't quite as thin as I usually apply it, so it needed to be dried a little bit. And this tool gets really hot, so I'm not going to let him mess with this. I'm going to go ahead and do it for him real quick, and then that way he can move on to the stamping. So he chose these stars from I think it's the Swirls and Stars set from Sunshine Stamp Co. And we're using some Stays-On ink. And he's going to go ahead and stamp those down. Now, it's so funny. This is being recorded the day after Memorial Day, and so I imagine that was his inspiration for the red, white, and blue, and stars. I just thought it was cute that he chose that theme. That was all on his own. He asked me if I had any star stamps and went through all my stamps, and so they just have a lot of fun picking out different products that I have in my office that they can use for these. So now we're going to go ahead and mix up some white acrylic paint with some water. He is definitely my child. He asked if he could add some paint splatters to this. I said, of course, that's my favorite thing. So we're just going to dilute some white acrylic paint, and I have a pretty small tipped fluffy paintbrush here. And then he's just going to tap that over this piece to get some splatters. If you're not okay with mess, you can definitely leave this step out. He did some without splatters, or you could just take it outside and let him play outside. This would be great even for little ones to do finger painting or anything like that, even just random stamping. Just a fun way for them to feel like they're creating something that they can use in their Bibles or any of their projects. It's pretty simple. It doesn't take a lot of products to do. So I'll go ahead and dry that for him as well. And now we can go ahead and punch these out. So this is the We Are Memory Keepers tab punch. And I went ahead and took the clear plastic piece off the bottom. That way you could see where it's stamped or where it's cutting. And he's just going to go through and cut these out. Now, an adult probably would do this in a way that would conserve paper, but I don't care. He can just go for it. You can even use scrap cardstock for that. He went ahead and pulled out some of the Illustrated Faith Word Fetty stickers that I have in my stash, and he's pulled some to attach to these tabs. And right here, I'm going to let him use these scissors to cut this. Please don't let your little kids use the Tim Holtz scissors. These are super sharp. Do as I say, not as I do. They were just what I had on hand while we were filming. So he was definitely supervised. I was very careful, but those are very sharp scissors. So just be careful. But he's just cutting down that sticker so it fits on the tab a little better. And he's so cute. He said, I'm going to set this off center like you do, Mom. So he's watched a few of my videos, apparently. So he's just going to stick those on there. He's going to go through, pull out some more Word Fetty stickers. Illustrated Faith in their Print Pray shop, they have Word Fetty files that you can print and cut. That would be great for your kids to just print and cut some of those labels and put those on there. So here's a couple different examples that he did, and that's it for the video today. So be sure to subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. Give Connor a thumbs up for his good job on this video, and leave comments down below if you have any questions about this project. And until next time, thank you so much. Bye-bye.